Alright, about to get started. Alright, before I get started, on the face east, which I'm already doing, I give all praise and glory and honor to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shah Bahasham, Harakakadash. Alright, double honors to the old apostles, great millstone, rule and teach well. Alright, and if it wasn't for those men, alright, and the men that taught them, we wouldn't have this knowledge today. Alright, who the Lord used those men to what? Fish for his elect. Alright? Okay, so double honors to the old apostles, great millstone. Alright, and honors and salutations to the men of the Lord, pushing out this word and truth and enduring it to the end, that we may be saved. Alright? So just gonna jump into it, just prophecy, alright? That's the theme of the day, prophecy, alright? Because we living in prophetic times, okay? And I also want to go back. I got some World War I and World War II comparisons that I want to go into, alright? Alright, so we're going to Revelation 11, and let me know for the Akim, Akim on the comment board, let me know if you can hear me, alright? Alright, it was better how I had it, it's like it. Alright, so yeah, World War III is biblical, alright? World War III is going to be the downfall of Babylon the Great. All right, and we already see it. Okay, we see these other nations joining Russia. All right, we see these other nations joining Russia and joining the BRICS to come against Babylon the Great America. All right. So we're gonna start off in Revelation chapter 11, and I'm gonna start at 14. Alright? Well, I'm going to start up. Slocky. Alright? So this Revelation 11 and 11. And after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from Yahweh Shah entered into them. Alright? And that spirit of life is this knowledge, this truth. Alright? So after that time period of us not having this knowledge, alright, not knowing who we are, not having the names of Yahweh Shah, all right, not knowing our true nationality or where we come from, okay. But after that time period, the Lord He sent prophets, all right, beginning with Abel Bivens to what? To bring back out this knowledge of who we were, all right. Okay, you even, like I always say, you even had slave rebellions, all right, in the past. All right, that was motivated by the Bible. All right, you had slave rebellions in the past that was motivated by the Bible, and these slaves, you had certain slaves that was professing to what? To be the Jews, the Hebrew Israelites. All right, so you can't make this up. All right, it's overwhelming evidence that prove that what the prophets are saying. All right, beginning with the elder apostles, the great millstone down to least of us, it's overwhelming evidence of what we saying is true. All right, it's overwhelming. All right, so in these last days, Yahweh Shah, He's closing up the breaches and He's raising up the house of David, which represents the elect. All right, and I think I see some other comment. All right, just sit back and watch and listen. All right, Frank Stall Cup, whatever. All right. So it says, and after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from Yahweh Shah entered into them, and they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them. Right, that's the elect. All right, so the whole elect in these last days, all right, is standing upon their feet. Okay, And these elites, all right, and Amalek, they see that, okay? They see, oh shit, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, they're waking up to their true nationality, all right? They're waking up to their true nationality of who they are, okay? These ninjas have found out the Lord's true name, all right, through the Holy Spirit, okay? So Yahweh Shema Shah has revealed his name to his elect, all right, to his Hofi elect, all right? So Lord willing, I'm a part of that elect number, all right? But we got to endure unto the end that we may be saved, all right? So it says, all right, and they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, come up hither, all right? And they ascended up into heaven in a cloud, and their enemies beheld them, all right? So that's going to happen before these nuclear missiles get here, okay? All right? That's going to happen before these nuclear missiles get here, okay? But the point I want to focus on is verse 13 and 14, okay? And I got an article I want to go into, just comparing the inflation, all right, during World War I and World War II, and also the death toll as well, all right? Now, World War III is going to outmax. World War III is going to outmax World War I and World War II, all right? Babylon the Great is not going to shake back from this. This World War III is going to be different from the other wars, all right? Because now it's going to be nuclear, all right? This is the war of all wars. This is the same guy. All right, just sit back and listen. You don't know what you're talking about. All right. So yeah, so World War III is going to be different from World War I and World War II. All right. Okay. Because this one is going to go nuclear. All right. And there's no winners. It's not going to be any winners. All right. And this is all orchestrated by Yahweh Shema Shah. Okay. Because all these other nations, specifically the big dogs, they think they're up next, okay? They think they got next, like China. They think they have next, all right? But really and truly, after this rulership, after this era, this age, all right? After this, the Lord's kingdom is going to be on earth, all right? So it ain't no the other nations going to be ruling next and all that type of shit. No. All right? So it says, and the same hour was there a great earthquake, and the 10th part of the city fell, and in the earthquake were slain of men 7,000, which represent completion. All right? Because it's going to be billions, all right? Billions of people that perish from World War III. All right? So it says, and the remnant were affrighted and gave glory to the God of heaven, Yahweh Shema Shah. All right, and I want to get these numbers right quick. All right, let's get these numbers. Bear with me. So this are the death tolls for World War I and World War II. All right. It says there were 20 million deaths and 21 million wounded. The total number of deaths includes 9.7 million military personnel and about 10 million civilians. All right? Okay? And that's how the outcome always been. Okay? It always be like the citizens. The citizens get fucked over more than the actual military personnel. All right? So let me get the next one. All right, and the numbers. I know there's certain articles and sites. The numbers may be kind of different, off by 1,000 or 2. All right, but that's a rough estimate. All right. So let's get World War II. All right, and let me know how the audio is doing. All right. What it said. right? Frank, are you a Christian? Are you a Christian? What's your beliefs? Okay. Do you come in peace? All right. But it says how many died in World War I versus World War II. All right. So we're going to compare the numbers. All right. Because World War III is going to outmax World War I and World War II. The death toll is going to be in the billions. All right. This is the final war. All right. This is the mother of all wars. Okay. All right. So it says, how did World War I and World War II vary in terms of the number of casualties? World War II was more deadly and widespread than World War I, which that makes sense because World War II came after World War I. As time goes on, military weapons, all right, and equipment, it gets upgraded, all right? You know, war has changed over the times, all right? It's not just bow and arrows and swords and shield no more, all right? You know, you can have a guy that's 100 miles away. All he got to do is fly a drone. He can fly a drone straight to your house and blow you up, all right? So war has upgraded to a whole new level. Technology has advanced to a whole new level. All right. So now these weapons of mass destruction that Esau Edom has created, all right, the Lord is going to have him use his own great sword, all right, being a forger of death, okay, to take his own stuff out, okay. You know, and that's, oh man, that's the true definition of live by the sword, die by the sword, you know. Because Esau is divided against himself, all right? You know, the NATO and the EU, they're divided, all right? These countries are getting ready for war, okay? All right, Russia and Babylon the Great, America, you know, they tried to have a peace talk, a peace meeting. It didn't go well, all right? It didn't go well. It ended in warnings, nuclear warnings, all right? All right, so it says World War II was more deadly and widespread than World War I, which had around 8.5 million military fatalities. So 8.5 million military fatalities with over 16 million military fatalities and an estimated 70 to 85 million overall casualties, including civilians. All right. So basically, it got higher. All right, it got higher. Okay. And in these last days, all right, dealing with World War III and these nuclear missiles, the death toll is going to be in the billions. All right, billions of people will perish from this nuclear war. All right. So it says, all right, Revelation 11 and 14. Revelation 11 and 14. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. All right. So in that third woe is World War III, which cometh quickly. All right. You know, there peace agreements and things like that. It's not going to happen. All right. Let me get the. All right. It don't matter how much diplomatic, you know, meetings they try to have and summits. It's not going to work out. All right, because it goes against Yahweh Shah's word. All right, so this 2nd Ezra 16. All right, I'm gonna start at bear with me. Let's see where I want to start. I'm gonna start at 17. All right, I'm gonna start at 14. All right, 2nd Ezra chapter 16 and 14. Behold, the plagues are sent and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. All right, and one of those plagues are nuclear missiles. All right, that's another plague. All right, and destruction that's going to come from the Lord. All right, and that's what a lot of people don't understand about the Lord. The Lord is causing World War III. All right, The Lord is causing World War III. Okay? That's why us in this faith and this truth, that's why we fear Yahweh Shema Shah. All right? And live according to his word. That way, when he bring all this destruction on the earth, he'll preserve his elect, his hopeful elect. All right? And there's many plagues that's coming. All right? And I might as well speak on them since I'm on this particular verse. All right? But you got the bird flu. All right? That's the next pandemic. All right? Which this one is supposed to be worse. All right? So this one is supposed to be worse. Just checking the comment board. Okay, same. All right. And shalom to the sincere, Akim on the comment board. I mean, not on the comment board, but watching. All right, Salaki. All right. So yeah, another plague that's coming is dealing with this bird flu. Okay. And I seen also you got STD. The rate has jumped through the roof. Okay. So basically, like 90% of the people you come into contact with or walk past, 9 times out of 10, they got a STD. All right. So that's another plague, that Yahweh Shema Shah is hitting, Babylon the Great America with. All right. Because the Lord has personal beef with Babylon the Great. All right. The Lord hates this place so much, known as Babylon the Great America. The Lord is going to turn this mug into a desert. All right. Why you think all these other nations is teaming up against Babylon the Great? All right. So we see the outcome. We know the outcome. All right. So it says, behold, the plagues are sent and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. All right. And I seen also in the news, supposedly, this bird flu is spreading. It's going from different types of animals. All right. And it's spreading so fast. I believe, if I can recall, in the video I watched a couple days ago, the bird flu is like in 30 plus states. All right. So it's moving fast. All right. I'll repeat, the bird flu is already in 30 plus states. So which we already know the both hands of the elites. We know what they gonna do. All right. Before they do it. All right, because they're trying to achieve their new world order. All right. So the day of the Lord is not going to catch the elect like a thief in the night. The whole elect. All right. Only the ones that's not watching and paying attention. All right. 2/3 they're going to get caught out there. Okay. All right. And some not to get off track, but I also noticed, I have a couple family members, and that's just to prove that World War III is on the rise and legit. But I have a couple family members, they trying to get out of the military. All right. So that's not coincidence. All right. This is 2024, the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble. All right. There's so much going on. All right. It's supposed to be a major attack. They just had 3 attacks. Babylon the Great America. They had 3 terrorist attacks that was stopped. By the police. All right. It happened in 3 different states in Babylon the Great America. All right. So these sleeper cells, they about to start going with their move. All right. They about to start going with their move. Okay. But yeah, I got a couple family members. All right, I got a couple family members. They're trying to get out the military. All right, and I instantly knew once they said that, I instantly knew, you know, things is getting serious. All right, they see shit is getting serious, you know, so they're not gonna renew their you know, they're not gonna enlist into the army. All right, so they like, yeah, I'm getting the fuck out, you know, because they see shit is getting real. Okay, so this is not a game. This is not conspiracy. All right, you know, beginning with the elder apostles of Great Millstone on down to the least of us. All right, we didn't just wake up and make this up. All right. Okay, everything the apostles been saying is literally coming to pass. All right. Seen another post, probably the same guy. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Servant of Yahweh Shemel Shah. All right. Shalom Yahweh Shemel Shah Barakatah. All right. And shalom to GMS Yaikwab. All right, Frank, you have no clue what you're talking about. Khanat, GMS Yaikwab, Baton Rouge. Getting on your ass, Frank. He getting on. All right, Frank, you don't know what's going on. Just humble down and listen. Do your research, and the rest, you know, ask Yahweh Shemel Shah to open up your, you know, your understanding. All right. So shalom, Yahweh Shemel Shah, Brakathum to the true and sincere men of the Lord on the comment board. All right, and watching if you didn't comment. All right. So we almost out of here. All right, we're almost out of here. Okay. So it says back at 2nd Ezra 16 and 15, all right? The fire is kindled and shall not be put out till it consume the foundation of the earth, all right? So yeah, and I did a lesson, you know, countless men of the Lord did a lesson on this topic, all right? Because, you know, you have false prophets that's saying that the whole entire earth is going to be destroyed. All right, the whole entire earth is going to catch fire or whatever. That's lies. All right, I'll repeat, that's lies. All right, and you know, for the new Akim and Akwas, all right, you know, brothers and sisters, if that's a topic that you know you don't know about or whatnot, you know, you can go watch that lesson on my YouTube page. All right, that's not that old. I did that probably 2-3 days ago. All right. So it says, all right. So that's what understanding come in at, all right? Because we know that the whole entire earth is not going to be consumed in fire, all right? We understand that the nuclear missiles is only going to hit certain parts of the earth, okay? And you're going to have certain parts of the earth that don't get hit with nuclear missiles, all right? All right, so it says, all right? The fire is kindled and shall not be put out till it consume the foundation of the earth, like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer returneth not backward. Even so, the plagues that there shall be sent upon the earth shall not return again. All right, yeah. So everything that's going on in the world today is going to get worse and worse and worse. All right. The Lord is sending multiple plagues on the earth. All right. What the hell? Frank, you wrong. Frank, you wrong big time, brother. Mystery Babylon, yeah, you got that wrong. All right. It's not the Catholic Church. It's not what you're saying. All right. Did you answer my question from last? No, you didn't. Okay. But it's cool. I'm not gonna entertain you, Frank. All right. I tried to be sincere with you, Frank. You know, and ask you what's your beliefs and all that. And what's your ethnicity? While we talking about beliefs, what's your ethnicity, Frank? All right. Like, you know, what's your nationality? All right. Because that your nationality has to get established before we talk about prophecy. All right, that, you know, because it'll waste my time talking to you about prophecy. The whole time you might be an Edomite. You might be an Edomite or a Moabite, you know. So I don't want to waste my time. All right. So it says, 2nd Ezra 16 and 16. All All right? Like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer returneth not backward, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon the earth shall not return again. That's right. All right? And also like with these nuclear missiles, you know, once those missiles are shot off, ain't no stopping it. Okay? And these nuclear missiles are so fast that Babylon the Great, you know, I don't even think Babylon has a missile defense system, but it's not going to be able to knock them down. All right? You know, so Yahweh Shema Shah has given these heathens, these other nations, the knowledge, the wisdom, knowledge, understanding to create these weapons of mass destruction. All right, to be able to what? Bring about vengeance on Babylon the Great and on each other ultimately. All right? And let me get a precept real quick. All right, let's get a precept. Isaiah. All right, this is Isaiah chapter 34. All right, Isaiah chapter 34 from the top. Okay, and it says, come near, ye nations, to hear, and hearken, ye people. Let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the world and all things that come forth of it. Okay, so this is the judgment of these other nations that's going to be fighting in World War III. All right, because even though Yahweh Shema Shah is going to allow Russia, who is God in the scriptures, all right, to win, you know, the Lord is still going to take them down as well. All right. Okay. So it says, for the indignation, the righteous anger, all right, of the Lord Yahweh is upon all nations. All right, and his fury upon all their armies. He have utterly destroyed them. He have delivered them to the slaughter. All right, so it's a great slaughter that's coming. All right, you know, World War III is going to be a great slaughter. Okay, you know, and the experts has already said that it's no winners. All right, once all these nations shoot their nuclear missiles in the sky, all right, you're not going to have no winners. All right, because these areas that get hit, all right, with nuclear missiles, all right, it's going to be cause mass death. All right, you know. Then you got the all right, you got the wormwood, you know, the radiation in the water. All right, so that's going to be contaminated. All right, then you're going to have radiation in the air. You're going to have radiation in the air. All right, and experts have said that lasts for years on top of years. All right, you know, so this is a sword destruction that's coming. All right, you know, which once Yahweh Shah come back, all right, and get his men and turn us from fishers to hunters, all right, we're going to be able to come back down and enslave the rest of these inhabitants. All right, all right, and get shit in order. Okay, you know, but that's I don't want to fast forward too fast. You didn't answer the question. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna just ignore you. All right, I'm gonna just ignore you. I'm gonna tell you now, Frank, you're wasting your time. You're wasting your time twiddling your fingers. All right, you're wasting your time. So it says, Isaiah 34:3. Their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses, and the mountains shall be melted with their blood. All right, and all the host of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll. All right, and that's because of nuclear missiles. All right, nuclear missiles, the clouds all right, that's formed from a nuclear missile. It forms a mushroom cloud, all right? So that's what it's talking about right there, all right? So it says, and all their hosts shall fall down as the leaf falleth off from the vine, and as a falling fig from the fig tree, all right? And here's the point, all right? So the next two precepts is going to let us know that Yahweh Shema Shah, who the world ignorantly called God and his only begotten Son, they call him Jesus Christ. That's not their names, all right? Okay, the true name of the Heavenly Father is Yahweh, meaning he exists, okay? And his only begotten Son name, all right, is Yahweh Shah, meaning he is the Savior. He's the deliverer of who? His people, all right? But in these last days, Yahweh is going to have Yahweh Shah come back to the earth to save only a remnant of his people, a remnant, a elect few of his people, all right? So according to the scriptures, obviously not everybody is getting saved, okay? According to this chapter, the Lord is going to kill billions of people, all right, of these other nations and whatnot, okay? And 2/3 of his own people, all right? Because 2/3, they're going to get caught in that second death, all right? 2/3 are going to get hit. They're going to get hit with nuclear missiles, all right? So it says, all right, verse 5, for my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea and upon the people cursed to judgment. All right, that's talking about Esau Edom, Idumeans, Esau Edom. All right, so it says, so that's personal. All right, that's personal. All right, that is personal. The Lord is literally being specific and dropping names on certain nations, all right, who he's going to eradicate, all right? So World War III is biblical, all right? You can't get around it. It will happen, all right? That's why we tell you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, who are the 12 tribes of Israel, to come back to Yahweh Shema Shah, all right? So it says, all right, verse 6, let me get some water. All right, Isaiah 34:6. The sword of the Lord Yahweh Shema Shah is filled with blood. It is made fat with fatness, and with the blood of lambs and goats. All right, with the fat of the kidneys of rams, for the Lord hath a sacrifice in Bozrah, and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea. All right, so it's a great slaughter that's coming to Babylon the Great. All right, America. Okay, because Babylon the Great, America, has enslaved and put into captivity, and has oppressed the Lord's chosen people. All right, which is so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans. All right, who are the 12 tribes of Israel. All right, you have tons of evidence that proves that. All right. Before I get too far, I also want to get into those inflations, all right? Because in the time of war, you have inflation, all right? We're going to speak on the inflations that happened during World War I and World War II, all right? We're going to speak on that, all right? So let me pull that right quick. Bear with me. You know, so the only difference between the prices, the only difference between the prices of World War I and World War II and World War III, all right, which we're entering into the climax of World War III, so to speak, all right, the action phase, okay. But the only difference is Babylon the Great is not going to shake back, all right. They're not going to bounce back after a war, all right? It's not going to be no more great after World War III. All right, thus said the Bible. All right, thus said the Bible. All right, thus said Yahweh Shema Shah. All right, so this is from Oregon.gov, SOS Oregon.gov. All right, and I'm only going to read one passage. All right, and then I'm going to jump to a different article. So it says, overall, from 1939 to 1943, the consumer price index jumped. It jumped about 24%, while from 1943 to 1945, it climbed only 4%. Okay? It says, a late 1943 comparison of inflation related to key defense materials showed a dramatic improvement from the World War I failure. All right, I'm gonna stop right there. Okay, now let's get World War II. No, Slocky, that was World War II. My bad. Let's get all right, this article on World War I. All right, this is by BLS.gov. All right, the Consumer Price Index and the American Inflation Experience. All right, the World War I era and its aftermath from 1917 to 1920. That's the time they got. It says, then produced sustained inflation unmatched in the nation anytime since. All right, prices rose at an 18.5% annualized rates from December 1916 to June 1920. All right, increasing more than 80% during the period. Okay, all right, so that one was 18.5%. All right, and it also said 80% as well. All right, which World War II was a little bit worse. All right, so it says, so ever since Babylon the Great America got into power, all right, this place been declining. All right, the golden age of Babylon the Great is over. All right, let me get Revelation 18. All right. Okay, and this is another article before I get Revelation 18. All right. It says, this is about the same article, SOS.Oregon.gov. All right, it says, decreasing supplies of civilian goods conspired with mounting war expenditures and consumer incomes in a classic wartime supply and demand cycle to raise prices at an alarming rate. Okay, and I'm gonna stop there. All right, so everything ties in together. All right, it's gonna be a domino effect. Okay, all right, what time is it? All right, it's going to be a domino effect. Okay, all right, and that's what these citizens don't understand. All right, you know, this is going to cause World War III is going to cause a draft. It's going to cause a draft, which they already passed the bill for that. All right, it's going to cause inflation. All right, prices is going to go up. All right, and people are also going to be panic buying too. You got a lot of citizens that stockpile. All right, okay, so that's going to also bring about a famine. All right. All right, so this is Revelation. I'm gonna get 17. All right, bear with me. All right, I'm gonna start from the top. All right, this Revelation. I think I want 18. Bear with me. Now I'm gonna get 17. All right, this Revelation 17. All right, from the top. And it says, and there came one of the seven angels, which had the seven vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, come hither, I will shew unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters. Right? And that many waters represents nations, peoples, all right, and kingdoms, okay? Because Babylon the Great America is that great whore, that great city that rules the earth, all right? You know, that sits on top of this scarlet beast, all right, which is that scarlet beast represents these other nations, the 7 heads and 10 horns, all right? These nations, they form together, which are predominantly Edomites. They form together to create, all right, this great red dragon, all right, which Yahweh Shema Shah is causing division, all right? The Lord is causing these nations to turn on each other and destroy each other with nuclear missiles, all right? And also, before we get to that point, they're ditching the dollar, all right? They're ditching the petrodollar, all right? So these other nations, they're trying to destroy the economy, which they will succeed. They're trying to further destroy the economy of Babylon the Great, all right? So they gonna succeed though, because it's prophecy, all right? So it says, with whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication. All right? So at one point in time, these other nations, they was doing business, all right, in commerce with Babylon the Great. All right? And they was subscribing to this beast system ways of life and philosophy. All right? That's why when these other races come over here for a better life in Babylon the Great, they get corrupt. All right, you know, they the ways of their forefathers, all right, their foremothers, they don't keep that no more when they come over here to Babylon the Great. All right, you know, like these women from these other nations, all right, they wearing dresses over there, but when they come over here, they're walking around in bikinis. All right, you know, so this land, Babylon, it moves in the spirit of do as thou wilt, all right, which is satanic. All right, you know, so anything goes in Babylon the Great. All right, that's the wild, wild west. All right, so it says, all right, it says, so he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet-colored beast, all right, full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns, all right, which that 7 heads represents NATO, and the 10 horns represents the EU, the European Union, all right. So it says, and the woman that sits on top of this beast, all right, is Babylon the Great America, all right, which the Lord is bringing them down, all right. So it says, verse 4, and the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color, all right, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, all right. You know, that represents, purple represents royalty and rulership, power, all right. You know, so upon a time, Babylon the Great America, you know, was the strongest, most feared, rich, all right, kingdom, okay? But now this place is falling like lightning, all right? This place is falling, okay? Like how they say it's all going to shits, all right? So this is judgment from the Lord, all right? That's the main thing that you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans need to understand, all right? What's going on in these last days is judgment from the Lord, all right? Judgment from Yahweh Shema Shah, okay? So if you don't repent and come back and serve Yahweh Shema Shah, all right, and keep his word, all right, his laws, statutes, and commandments, all right, to the best of your ability, all right, and have faith, all right? This being in this truth, you gotta have faith, okay? So if you don't do that, the Lord is not going to protect you in these last days. All right? And ultimately, you're going to die in Jacob's trouble during that great tribulation, or after Jacob's trouble when the nuclear missiles hit. Okay? So either way, you're not going to make it out of Babylon the Great without the Lord. Okay? Without the Lord. All right? So it says, all right? It says, verse 5, and upon her forehead, and I'm going to stop right here, was a name written, Mystery Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth. All right? So this is the seat of wickedness, the seat of Satan. All right? This is the most wickedest place, country on earth. All right? And it's behind the destruction of the planet Earth, all right, of the Israelites, the 12 tribes of Israel, all right, so on and so on. All right, this place breeds nothing but wickedness, all right. So let me get another precept. This judgment will reign supreme on this place, all right. So let me get Matthew 24. All right. Check the time. All right. And we're going to get more a classic. Okay? Just to further prove we in them times. All right? You know, we're not making this up because Christians. All right? You know, Christians love to say, or not just Christians, but people that's in the world, they love to say, oh, no man knoweth the day or the hour. Like, you know, that's why we got prophecy. That's why we got visions. All right? That's why we got signs of the times. So that's how the Lord lets you know what time you're living in. All right? And we understand that he's about to make his great return. Okay? All right, so we in that season. Okay? Just like when you when you're growing, if you got a garden or anything, and you're growing different, fruit and vegetables, all right, you don't know the exact day, time frame, and hour, all right, that those fruits is going to be ripe and ready for picking, but you know the season, you know which month, like, okay, around this time of the month, all right, I know I'm going to have this fruit is going to be grown, okay? So you don't know the exact day, but you know the season. All right? So that's the same, liken that to prophecy. All right? You know, you're not going to hear no man of the Lord in these times that we're living in literally give you an exact date. All right? But we know summer is nigh. Okay? We know any day now Jacob's trouble can pop off. All right? Jacob's trouble can pop off. So this Matthew chapter 24 and 6. All right, Matthew chapter 24 and 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled. For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. All right? So we hear of these wars and rumors of wars. All right? Which is it's going to get worse. All right? And we watching it get worse. All right, dealing with the Ukraine. All right, we watching it get worse. All right. So it says, and not too long ago, you had Babylon the Great, America, U.S. missiles that was used by Ukraine to hit Russian civilians. All right, that wasn't that long ago. Okay, so. World War III is intensifying, all right? It's going to go from warnings, all right? It's going to go from warnings to action, all right? And Babylon the Great America, is going to go from fighting in the proxy war to actually being on the ground, have his foot soldiers, all of them, all right? So yeah, this about to get serious. So it says, verse 7, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. All right. So those are the signs of the time. All right. So we have all those. All right. Not we, but Babylon, the Great America, and the rest of the world is experiencing all those different signs of the times, all those plagues. All right. The Lord is hitting this place with plagues. Okay. So it says, all right, got your famine on the rise, your pestilence, and these earthquakes. All right. Every day you got earthquakes going on. All right. You know, the weather is out of control and different things like that. All right. That's a sign of the time that things is what? It's getting worse. All right. You know. So it says, all these are the beginning of sorrows. All right. So all of this is the beginning of sorrows. It's gonna get worse. All right. It's gonna get worse. All right. And we want it to get worse. All right. If you if you believe in Yahweh Shema Shah, all right, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, all right, you should want the Lord to hurry up and come back and take you out of this captivity, out of this oppression. All right, being subject to payments, taxes. All right, you never gonna own anything. You're gonna forever be a slave. All right, it's either you're a house slave or you're a field slave, but you're gonna forever be a slave in Babylon the Great. All right, America. All right. So it says, verse 9. All right, verse 9, which I'm gonna stop at this one. It says, then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. All right, which we're the men of the Lord. All right, beginning with the elder apostles, great millstone, down to the least of us. All right, we're fulfilling these scriptures. All right, these prophecies. All right, somebody got to do it. Okay. Let me check the comment board. Oh, nothing. Same old Frank. All right. Okay. So I'm just gonna get more scriptures on World War III. All right, because it's increasing. All right, it's increasing. Okay, and it's not gonna stop. Okay, it's not gonna stop. All right, bear with me. All right, this is Isaiah chapter 13. All right, this is Isaiah chapter 13. I'm gonna start at bear with me. I'm gonna start at 3. All right. No, I'm gonna start at 4. All right. So it says. No, I'm gonna start at 3. It's Isaiah 13:3. I have commanded my sanctified ones. I have also called my mighty ones for mine anger, even them that rejoice in my highness. All right, so that's going into the Lord's elect and the angels as well. All right, I repeat, that's going into the Lord's elect and the angels as well. All right. Oh, shalom, shalom. Oh yeah, you got the scoffers. Shalom, Yahweh Shema Shabbat to the Akim on the comment board too, and who's watching. All right, because I know not everybody, I know everybody, not everybody salute, they just watch, which is cool with me, but yeah, you gotta troll these scoffers. All right, people that don't believe in the Bible, all right, lack understanding in the Bible, but yet they want to come up against the men of the Lord who's coming on the highways and hedges. All right, that's prophesying days in and day out. All right. This take faith. This take faith to do. all right, to come day in and day out, all right, to prophesy the downfall of this kingdom, all right, okay, which the scriptures speak about the Lord's his prophets, all right, and his elect to be what? Bold, to be bold through the Spirit when bringing out these prophecies, all right. So Lord willing, I'm of that elect number, all right. So yeah, you know, these scoffers like Frank, you know, Frank is not to be taken serious, all right. You know, Frank already got a lot going on in his life, you know, because don't get it twisted. From the upper class to the lower class, these citizens are feeling it, all right. They feeling these plagues that the Lord is bringing on the earth, all right. Okay, so they're stressed out. These people are stressed out, you know. They might not tell you, but they stressed out, all right. And these people, they're going to end up losing it, all right. And these elites, they know that. They know that a civil war, all right. They know. Don't get it twisted. These elites know that a civil war is coming, all right. There's only so much that these slaves can handle, all right. There's only so much that these citizens can handle until they burst, all right. So yeah, a civil war is coming. That's why Esau, he got his tanks. He got his tanks ready. They done mapped out these urban areas, all right, in these cities. They mapped them out. They got the UN troops, all right. They got the concentration camps, all right. So they ready. They ready to go if they move, all right. Because by any means necessary, let me get that right quick. By any means necessary, Revelation 12 and 12, all right. Esau, beginning with the elites, all right. They're gonna try all that they can to fulfill their new world order, to fulfill their enterprise, all right. So this Revelation 12 and 12, all right. Revelation 12 and 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. It say, woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. All right. So yeah, these elites, they know they have a short time to fulfill their new world order. All right. You know, Esau see the prophecies. All right, he see the prophecies and things like that. You know, so they're trying to trust in their Babylon the Great America is trying to trust in their witchcraft. All right, they think their witchcraft, their satanic sacrifices and I forgot what you call it. You know, but their little gatherings when they doing all these rituals and shit. You know, and great sacrifices. All right, that shit not gonna work. All right, that shit not gonna work. Okay. Let me look at the comment board. Khan, Shalom, Khan. You know, so yeah, the Lord is bringing this place down. Okay. Let me see. I might read some more on this. All right. Oh, let me go back. All right, so that was it on that. We know Esau about to come down with great wrath. All right, let me jump to Isaiah 14 and 11. All right. I'm gonna start at 9. All right. Matter of fact, I'm gonna start at 6. All right. Now I'll just start from the top. All right, this Isaiah 14 and 1. All right, Isaiah 14 and 1. For the Lord Yahweh will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel. All right, and set them in their own land. Okay, and the Lord is gonna do that with the elect. All right, the Lord is gonna do that with the elect first and foremost. All right, according to Zechariah 13 and 8, 2/3 is gonna be born in the kingdom of heaven. and also in Isaiah the 60th chapter, the last verse. All right, they're going to be born into the kingdom of heaven through sex. All right, because 2/3 of the nation of Israel, they're not going to make it. They're not going to receive salvation and deliverance. All right. So it says, and set them in their own land. All right, and the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. That's right, which is the 1/3. All right, and that's the rest of the elect. You know, because the 144,000 are all prophets. All right, the 144,000 are all prophets. Okay, so they're the 144,000. All right, and Lord willing, them of their elect number. All right, but they scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, prophesying. All right, and the 1/3 is going to what? Hear the words of Yahweh Shah. All right, coming from the prophets, and take heed and join themselves unto the prophets. All right. All right, and it says what? And that's why you have Revelation 7 and 9. All right, Revelation 7 and 9 is that's the elect in its entirety, which you can't number the elect. All right, I repeat, you cannot number the elect. Okay. All right, so it says, and the people shall Salakia, and the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids. All right? So that's slaves. That's slaves. Okay? Will this somebody comment? Oh, okay. All right. So yeah, that's slaves. So we clearly see in the kingdom of heaven, you're going to have slaves. All right? We're not making this up. This is in the Bible. All right? That's why Esau want to create different translations of the Bible and take certain scriptures and verses out the Bible. All right, because he's the devil. All right. So it says, and the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids, and they shall take them whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. All right, so that hasn't happened yet. That's prophecy. All right, that hasn't happened yet. All right, bear with me. All right, so that will happen. All right, and this part, I'm gonna read all the way to verse 12, and that'll be it. All right. So yeah. That's prophecy. We will, the Lord's people, the Lord's saints, all right, will have slaves in the kingdom of heaven. All right. You know, but you're not going to hear this in church, because they're not allowed to say these things in the churches. All right, they're sold out. They're bought and paid for. All right. So it says, and it shall come to pass, the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrow, and from thy fear, and from the hard bondage wherein thou was made to serve. All right? That thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon, and say, how hath the oppressor ceased, the golden city ceased? All right? Because Babylon the Great is that golden city. All right? That's Babylon the Great America. Okay? But this place is ceasing. It's losing power. All right? They're not as strong as they used to be. Okay? They're not as smart they used to be. All right? You know, these elites, they think they moving smart, but they're not. All right? The Lord has them in their own trick bag. All right? So it says, all right, the Lord have broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. All right, which that represents power. All right, so once your power is broken, all right, you know, like the petrodollar. All right, the Federal Reserve note is broken. All right, it's not backed by nothing. Plus, these other nations, they're not using Babylon the Great, America's currency, to trade, you know, to buy and sell and trade and all that. All right, so yeah, this place is broke, losing its power. All right, right, Babylon the Great America is losing its power. Okay. So call Allah Yahweh Shah for that. Because this place is oppression for us. All right? This place is oppression. Okay? We're not trying to work till we're 50 to 60 to 70 years old. All right? Jake trying to work 30 plus years on the job, 20 to 30 plus years on the job. All right? So he can retire around the age of 50. All right? That's a slave mindset. All right? That's a slave mindset. Okay? All right? So it says, verse 6. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke, he that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted and none hindered. Right? So the Lord is persecuting the bully of the earth. All right? The bully of the earth is Babylon the Great, America. All right, so the Lord is persecuting this place, and for all the bloodshed of the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans who are God's chosen people, the Lord is about to judge Babylon the Great America for that as well. All right, okay, that's World War III is literally about that, and also Yahweh Shema Shah magnifying His name and His power. Okay, we can get that too. All right. I think it's Romans 13. Bear with me. Bear with me. Get that in the book of Romans. All right. I think it's 9 and 13. I ain't getting it so long, I might have to look it up. Bear with me. Because the Lord said, even for this same purpose have I raised Pharaoh up to show his power. So we're going to get that, and we're going to get another one in the book of Joel, proving that World War III is the Lord judging these other nations for what they did to the Israelites. All right? Bear with me. All right, so this okay, 9 and 17. 9 and 17. I thought it was in Romans 13. It's like, all right. So this Romans 9 and 17. All right, and it says, "For the scripture saith unto Pharaoh, even for this same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might shew my power in thee, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth." All right. So the Lord, the same way the Lord did that to the ancient Egyptians, the Lord is gonna fuck over these other nations, Babylon the Great, all right, and these other nations in World War III. Okay. That He's gonna magnify His name. Yahweh Shema Shah is gonna magnify His name, show His power. He's going to get that respect back. All right. The world is going to learn to fear Yahweh Shema Shah again. All right. So that was all right. That was it. All right. Let's go to Joel. All right. I think it's chapter 2. All right, Joel chapter 2. I think it's chapter 3. Yeah, go. Chapter 3. All right, Joel chapter 3, and from the top. All right. Let me check the comment board. I mean, both comment board and okay. All right. This will be the last verse. So this Joel chapter 3 and 1. All right. "For behold, in those days and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem." All right. So that's future prophecy. That's about to happen. It hasn't happened yet. All right. And the Lord is going to deliver his elect out of captivity by way of the chariots, the UFOs. All right? And I repeat, the Lord and the angels, they're coming back to the earth in those UFOs. There's not going to be no alien invasion. The Bible calls them chariots. All right? So it says, all right, it says, verse 2, Joel 3 and 2. I will also gather all nations and bring them down into the valley of Yahweh Shaphat, and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and part of my land. All right. So that's why the Lord is causing World War III. Those are the two reasons why the Lord is causing World War III. All right, Joel 3 and 2. All right. And Romans 9 and 17. Those are the reasons. All right. Among others, that the Lord, why the Lord is judging, bringing all this destruction, World War III. All right. So Lord willing, that was edifying. Want to give all praises, going down the face in the east to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shah Bahasham Harakadash. All right. Double honors to the other apostles, great millstone, really teach well, and honors and salutations to the men of the Lord, risking their lives to preach this word. All right. Keep enduring. Shalom.